You know what's funny? Like I was walking like a week ago and I seen a bunch of squirrels running around. They was stacking up food and they was just like preparing for the winter. They know they could sense like winter's coming. And so they stacking up as much as they can because during the winter they're not gonna be running around. So they stacking up food to make sure they good through winter till like the springtime and all that. And while I was walking, I seen like three squirrels on the road dead. And I was like, sheesh. And so I walked around them, but then I seen other squirrels running in the grass and the trees on the power lines. I'm like, yo, these squirrels is really hunting. Like they ready, like they like, all right, winter's coming, it's getting cold. We need to hurry up, stack up, stack up. And God is so amazing that He showed me that like that's us. He's like, we're doing God's will. We're preparing for His return. We can sense that the season is coming. Like God says, we should know the season of His return. So everybody's getting right with God. Everybody's getting right with God. But just like those squirrels that I seen on the road that were dead, He's like, not everybody's going to be there to see His return, like, in the moment. A lot of people are going to die along the way. So I was looking at it. I was like, man, that squirrel died. That squirrel died. That squirrel died. I was like, that's some men and women of God on along the way, like as we waiting for God to return. And I was like, man, like, as people are dying, sadly, you got to make sure you're right with Christ. Did you accept Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior? Did you do His will? Did you accept Him? Are you prepared to get judged by Him? And that's what God was showing me. And then later, for the people who are still alive and doing what God's called them to do, you have to remain faithful and keep doing God's will because we never know when this time is up for us. And that's when God was just literally showing me that, like, we all know the season is happening. Like, God's about to return soon, but we have to keep doing our part. But make sure that you're prepared because you never know when is our last time on earth. So be prepared.